This is a short overview video of the contents of my digital storytelling workshop. The workshop will be presented by me, Andreas Schuch. I'm a PhD candidate and lecturer at the University of Graz and an English and computer science teacher. I have done dozens of digital storytelling workshops in the past few years for lower secondary school, upper secondary school, and at the university level. You can reach me at andreas.schuch@posteo.at for any questions or inquiries you might have. So, fundamentally, digital stories typically combine a voiceover narration with various other media elements such as still images and sound effects. Digital stories are usually very personal, very expressive, and they often contain emotional content. So, digital stories are very different from video lessons. Here are some benefits of digital storytelling. Students who create digital stories will practice all sorts of language skills, writing and reading, speaking and listening. In addition, they improve their digital skills as well because they have to work with digital tools, and they learn more about their own culture and about the culture of others. And the beauty of all of this is that students acquire all of these and other competences in an authentic, meaningful, differentiated way. From a practical educator's perspective, perhaps the most important aspects of digital storytelling are that it's cheap to use, you just need a smartphone or borrow one, and it's easy to use, even for people who have very little experience with technology. You can get multiple grades out of a digital storytelling project, and any project can easily be adapted to virtually any teaching context and any subject. This workshop is also product-oriented. Students work towards a clearly defined goal, creating their own digital story. And once they are done, they get to keep and take pride in their own story they have created. They will share their story with the others in class and get to see their classmates' stories as well. My workshop will walk you through the process of creating your own digital story step by step. It will introduce different tools and recommended practices for how to write a story script, how to record the digital story, and how to organize this whole process from beginning to end. The workshop will also prompt you to think about how you can implement digital storytelling in your specific teaching context. Now you will see two digital stories. The first one was created by Sidra, a middle school student. She created 3 versions of her story, one version in German, one in English, and one in Syrian. You will see the English version. The second video was created by Anna, an upper secondary school student.
Hello, I am Sidra, I am from Syria, and today I will tell you about my treasure. It is a coffee pot. The coffee pot is from Vienna. It is made of bronze and has a gold color, and it has a black pattern. I bought it in the summer holidays. We use it on holidays and special occasions. We need it for coffee. All of my family like to drink coffee, except me and my 2 siblings. We are too young. When I see a coffee pot, it reminds me of Syria, and I also think of the beautiful moments with my family and friends in Syria. I am very happy that we celebrate Kurdish holidays also in Graz. My favorite Kurdish holidays is Nowruz. I like Graz. For me and my family, the coffee pot is very important. I lived in this city called Komishli. It is in Syrian. I love it. My other treasure is my dress. It is for me very important because I get it from my dad. We celebrate Nowruz. My dress is black and has colorful dots. The fabric is from Syria. My grandmother sent it to us, and I always wear a red sweater with it. It is very nice. When I open my wardrobe and I see my dress, then I think of my grandmother and my grandfather. They are very important for me. I love Graz.
Today I'm going to talk about a special dress and dozens of happy memories, which I owe to a special woman, my grandmother. This is my communion dress, but for me it's more than just a piece of fabric. It holds many memories, and along with the memories come lots of emotions. My grandmother made this dress for me, a special dress for a special day. I wore this dress and a headdress made of flowers at my first communion with pride. My dress was the only one that was self-made, and I was really proud of my grandmother and happy that she had made this wonderful dress for me. And that's my grandmother. When I think of my childhood, I remember that I was always happy to go and visit my grandparents. Often, my grandmother read something to me out of old books, or we played some games together. But the best thing was when we went upstairs and she showed me how to sew. She was a dressmaker and had a small room with all the materials one needs for sewing. A vast assortment of fabrics and patterns, all kinds of needles, a sewing machine, and much more, filled up to the ceiling. Together we made stuffed animals, dresses for my dolls, and everything one can imagine. We turned a piece of fabric into something elegant and cute, which always made me stunned because I could hardly believe how one could create such beautiful things. My grandmother also put together little sets of fabric and patterns for me, so I could sew at home, but it was never as much fun as doing it with her. And whenever I needed something, I could count on her. She altered everything that didn't fit so well, and she always supported me with new dresses for my dolls and new stuffed animals, which I loved. But Christmas was the best. I know, it's the best for any child, but for me, Christmas meant that I got my desperately awaited gift from my grandmother, a new dress. We always celebrated Christmas together as family at our home, and for me, Christmas is associated with many happy childhood memories, and I'll never forget the finishing touch, the one thing that rounded up everything, the one thing that made Christmas even more special, my new dress. Probably the best gift of all. It was always fancy and fit the occasion, and every Christmas a new one awaited me. And I would want my future children and grandchildren to come up with such beautiful memories too. I want to show them how to sew and learn to appreciate all these small gifts, made from fabric, which are so much more valuable than their actual price.
These were just 2 example stories of the many wonderful videos students have created in my workshops. Most students respond very positively to digital storytelling, and I have listed here a few examples of anonymous student feedback I have gathered. If this short introduction to digital storytelling has now piqued your interest, please consider signing up for a workshop or contact me. And I hope to see you or hear from you soon.